Sega.
Hello and welcome to the second edition of Rin Interviews. This time around I shall be interviewing James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2. So James, do you mind if I ask you some random questions? Sure, I guess. Thank you. Okay, first question. What are your thoughts on the Silent Hill series these days? It went in a completely different direction slowly but surely. It is not the foggy town I remember it to be. And why is that? Different writers and teams, I'd guess. Oh, some of the games since Silent Hill 2 have been pretty good, but none of them could top the greatness of Silent Hill 2. Would you say the series has kind of fallen off the radar lately? Well, it seemed that the series had been kind of in limbo and just going through the motions for the past couple of years. Felt like it had a bunch of hit-or-miss games that gave a different look to the series. While not all of them were necessarily bad, they kind of alienated some people from the series. So you agree? Somewhat, yes. When Silent Hills was announced a while back, it felt like the series might be set for a revival, but then it got cancelled. Yeah, it sucks that after having a very good looking demo, the game itself didn't end up being made. But I have one more question. What is the question? What did you think of the pachinko game? I guess that answers that question, sort of. Well, anyways, that was a pretty interesting interview, and with that, I have been your host, Rin, and I shall see you the next time for another edition of Rin Interviews. Stop right there, NMCs. Sorry, I thought you guys were NMCs. Sorry about that. Welcome to another edition of Kato Remembers, a show in which I, Kato, look back at moments in past Let's Plays that blueskulldragon87 has done. Today's moment shall be from his LP of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. This is possibly the Let's Play that got the most subscribers from back in the day. But, in retrospect, the early days of blueskulldragon87's commentary was much more awkward than his later commentary style. As a result, picking a moment from this Let's Play required going through some parts to look for a moment to show. But seeing how awkward the commentary sounded, blueskulldragon87 only browsed through the videos in search of the moment that I shall show to you. Rather than being the memorable moment of the defeat against Entei, blueskulldragon87 picked this random little moment from part 67 of this Let's Play. It is a brief but somewhat amusing moment from the earlier days of blueskulldragon87's videos. Play the clip now.
Terry says that I will give you a new flag. You shall like it because I made it with my tail. Shut up.
Wasn't that random? Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Kato Remembers and look forward to the next one. And, although it might fall on deaf ears, I would like to know if any of the viewers have any moments in blueskulldragon87's Let's Plays that they would like to see on this little show. So until next time, I have been your host Kato, and I shall see you next time for another edition of Kato Remembers. Who's that Pokemon? It's me, Diglett! Oh, I'm evolving! Ta-da! I evolved into a Dugtrio! I didn't sign up for this. But he didn't even sign anything. I know, that's why I'm so confused by all this. Come on, cheer up! We get the cosplays of that trio! Doesn't that trio usually look more angry than cheerful, though? Now that you mention it, that trio does usually look a little angry. Okay then, everybody, put on your best angry face! I wonder why Duck Trio tends to look so angry. It's probably because they grew up from being a Diglett and realized that adulthood kinda sucks. Hey, let's do a dance! How? Can we get out of the ground for that? My back aches. Circle dancing! Huh? That looks like fun. Fine. Oh, it's great! We hope you look forward to the next edition of the Extras Corner!
Stop right there!
Oh no!
Would you like to join the Holy Ring Cult?
No!
Oh. Okay then. Sorry if I came across as rude just then. Farewell.
For a cult member, didn't I think he kinda came across as very persistent? Hello, it's been a while. It is now time for another lesson with chords from Len and Luca. Today's chord will be similar to the previous lesson in that we will still be going over an add 9 chord. The difference is we're playing it as a minor add 9. Now the difference between a minor add 9, well first let's just have you hear the chords. We're going to be playing it on electric guitar this time, so Luca, demonstrate the chord. Hi. Now you may be listening to this chord, and if you saw the previous lesson, you may be wondering about the noticeable difference between the two chords. Play the add 9 that we played last time, Luca. Sound distinctively different, but there isn't really that much difference between the chords. Let's go over it. First, you've got your root note in the F sharp. Second, you've got your fifth in the form of C sharp. But what becomes different here, well, actually no, it isn't different actually. It's exactly the same. Then you got G sharp, which is the 9. So far it's actually pretty much identical. What makes the difference is the third coming up here, which is an A. Now how this is different is, for a add 9 in the major form you use just a regular old 3, but with a minor add 9 you use a minor third, which gives it a distinctly different sound. Basically all this is just playing a minor chord but adding in that 9. For example, if you play a minor chord, you've already got everything you need, you just need that 9. Hence why it's called an add 9 chord. It's the same with a major form. Let's play... Actually yes, let's play the F sharp major 9. It's got that third in there, but if you take it away and change it to a flat third, you've got a different chord entirely. Now let's actually go over the position, note by note, on the fret. You're gonna have to really work quite a bit with the fingers to really get this chord to sound right. Bar the entire second fret with your first finger, and then with whichever finger you're more comfortable with, your second or third finger, doesn't matter, as long as you're comfortable, put it down on the second string on the 4th fret, and then with your pinky put it on the 6th fret of the string below and strum all the way down. It's quite a tough chord to get used to, especially at such a position. Because it's quite a stretch, as you would imagine if you've actually tried to play it. Another way to play this is, if you're going to play it as an F sharp, keep in mind you can play this in any other chords. Say you wanted to play a G minor add 9, you just move one fret up from where we are with the F sharp. Move 2 frets, you got an A minor add 9. Move another 2 frets, B minor add 9. So you can apply it like that, just keep the position in mind and where the root note is. But let's show an easier way of playing the F sharp minor add 9. If you take your first finger to the 9th fret on the A string, and then once again 11th fret of the D string, pretty much just got that 5 and root going there. But to play it as an add 9, you move another 2 frets on the G string at the 13th fret. Now you've got your 9. Now all you need is right below it will be on the 10th fret of the B string, and then you can bar the rest to have your first finger land on the 9th fret as well on the high E string. Notice a bit of kind of dissonance there. The reason for this is, well, if you look at the chord note by note, it is essentially that right there is the minor third with the 9. They are pretty much a semitone apart, which gives a bit of a dissonance feel to it. But a way to play it for a third time, let's do like what we did with the original add 9 lesson, where we covered the A major one like this position. But let's make it a minor one. So, an F sharp minor add 9, there isn't really much difference, like we've said. There's only the third makes the difference. So let's start on the 4th fret of the D string. Now, unlike if we were going to play this as a major add 9, we're actually going to bar the 2nd fret on the G and B string on the 2nd fret, and then with your pinky press down on the 4th fret of the high E string. And there you've got a much simpler and easier way of playing it. And notice the lack of dissonance. It all comes down to the intervals in which the chord is played. Because the add 9 and the minor third don't come straight after each other, you don't hear the dissonance in the chord. And now with the 2 chords that you've learnt, you could actually play, if you're comfortable with the chords, the song Every Breath You Take uses both these chords back to back. That last bit right at the end is simply just a power chord, but you're adding in the 9. Pretty simple, but it can really wear out your fingers and take a while to get used to. That was a F sharp minor add 9 chord, and we've also covered the A major add 9. And like I stated, you can play this in any position. You can play any of the chords using these positions. You just move it around. It's movable shapes. So that will help you that will possibly help you with these two chords. That was the lesson. It was quite a lengthy lesson compared to last time, but that's to be expected when teaching chords. Anyways, hope you look forward to the next edition. Bye. Hello again and welcome to Miku Dances, a show when I will dance to, well, pretty much whatever blueskulldragon87 gives me to work with. So, what'll it be today? What? Serious? Okay, I think I can make this work. See you next time. Okay, it's finally time to see what's on Kenneth's tape. God damn it, Kenneth.
I'm finally getting somewhere here. Aya, how are things looking at your end?
I can see the letter L in a pink font on the screen.
What? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because I only just spotted it, dummy.
Well, whatever. There's a sign that Luker's in the area.
Uh-huh. But how am I supposed to relay that kind of information to you when I can't even see the layout of where you are?
Just tell me which direction she is from where I am.
Okay, well, she's to the right.
I can't see her here.
Oh, wait. Maybe you misunderstood me there. I meant my right, not yours.
Ah! Why didn't you tell me that in the first place then? Wait, I think I see something.
What is it?
Shh! You might draw her attention with your loud voice.
Like you want to talk, Baldy.
I'm not bald, I'm a butternut squash taking the form of Kato.
Yeah, whatever. So what are you gonna do?
Looks like Luker is practicing her dancing.
And?
She doesn't seem to notice me, but she has Taka Luker on her head.
That weird octopus thing?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that?
That thing is clearly sentient. I'll have to sneak my way around in order to remain undetected.
Whatever you say.
I made it past them.
Must you be so loud you probably end up alerting them with that laugh of yours.
Hey, it's an integral part of my character. Anyways, keep an eye out for the other Vocaloids. I'm getting closer to the leak vault.
Yeah, whatever you say. You better pay me back for this nonsense.